Everybody wants to be the king. Luke Cage is the third Marvel series leading up to the Defenders. It dropped last September to surprisingly good reviews. In this show, you get Luke Cage, once again played by Colter. And things pick up with Luke working in Harlem and he's just trying to get by. He's trying to be low-key, but when things start getting bad, and because he has special abilities, he's forced to take action, and because of this, it leads to him becoming a symbol in his community. Now, the biggest thing this show gets right is the style. I really love the look and feel of everything, and I really feel like the music did a great job of establishing the tone and the vibe they wanted to go with for the show. Colter is so likable as Luke Cage. He's this big, super strong, bulletproof guy, but he's never cocky. He's confident, but he's never cocky, and I really like that about his character. The villain of the show is Cottonmouth, and he runs a nightclub in Harlem, along with his cousin Mariah, who's a councilwoman, and they both have their own plans for Harlem, but Luke Cage is standing in the way of their plans. Cottonmouth was by far one of my favorite Marvel villains so far. Now, he's cocky, and he's ruthless, which is shown when he beats a guy to death with his bare hands, and he also throws another guy off a roof. But it's also revealed that he didn't have much choice in becoming this person, and that added a lot of depth to the character. And Mariah, played by Alfre Woodard, she changes a lot over the course of the show. She starts off as Cottonmouth's financial backer, but she disapproves of his criminal activity. But as the show goes on, you get to see her transition into a full-blown villain, and that was very entertaining to watch. And on top of those two, you get a third villain, Diamondback. You mostly just hear about him in the first part of the season from Shades, who we'll get to in a second. He was mainly behind the scenes, but once he steps onto the scene, the show gets different. Now, he was kind of intriguing when he was first introduced, but he gets old quick and he gets worse as the show starts to wrap up. As for Shades, I hated his character, but that's the point, you're supposed to, so that's not a negative against the character. But he had a lot more going on with his character than you're initially led to believe. And throughout the show, you're never quite sure whose side he's on. He and Luke Cage also share a bit of history that's revealed throughout the show, and I kind of saw that coming, but I also found it very interesting nonetheless. The show also has a revelation about Diamondback's connection to Luke Cage, but that was pretty cliche. The show also introduces Misty Knight, who's a detective who's investigating a lot of the crime and corruption going on in Harlem. You also get Claire in this series, who plays a bit of a bigger role as she partners up with Luke Cage for most of the season, and they form a very close relationship. Now, for some of the problems I had with the show, pacing and balancing issues. The show slows down a lot, and sometimes the things it chooses to focus on aren't very interesting. Second, the show swaps out villains halfway through the season, and I feel like this hurt the show more than it helped. Cottonmouth was really one of the best things about this series, and when he was replaced with Diamondback, you really miss his presence. But overall, I really enjoyed Luke Cage. I had a lot of fun with the show, and I really liked the style that they chose to go with for the show. And I really liked the music choices they made for the show. But the pacing issues and the villain swap really brought the show down a bit for me. So I'm going to have to give Luke Cage a 7 out of 10. That's all I got for you guys on Luke Cage. Let me know what you guys thought of the season down in the comments, and let me know what you guys thought of Diamondback's costume when he came out of his exosuit. I thought it looked pretty ridiculous, but I'm interested to see what you guys thought of it. Iron Fist is next, and after that, I'll be binging the Defenders this weekend, so I'll have a review for that right after that. If you don't want to miss any of that, subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications on all my future videos. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll leave a link for that in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Too Cool Reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.